Being ignored is more than silence. It is a subtle form of power, Alex realized as he stepped into the office that morning. Every footstep echoed across the polished floor, but his attention was entirely on Mason, the senior colleague who seemed untouchable. Mason typed rapidly at his desk, each keystroke sharp and deliberate, commanding the room without a word. When Alex tried to greet him, Mason's eyes barely flickered, and he returned to his work. In that quiet dismissal, Alex felt the invisible weight of control. Ignoring someone is a way to make them question themselves, their value, and their place. Alex attempted to catch Mason's attention subtly, placing his coffee mug on the desk, dropping a paper, even tapping his pen lightly, but Mason continued to ignore him, phone buzzing in the background. It was then that Alex realized ignoring isn't mere neglect, it is a psychological tool of influence. By withholding acknowledgement, Mason was asserting dominance, teaching Alex that recognition is earned, not demanded. Attention is currency, Alex thought, and those who control it control perception. Through the day, Alex observed Mason's behavior closely. The slight smirk when passing colleagues, the deliberate shuffle of papers, the confident yet unacknowledged presence in meetings. Every ignored attempt by Alex forced him to confront his frustration and self-doubt. But amid this tension, Alex discovered something profound. Being ignored challenges you to develop resilience, patience, and focus. The psychology of ignoring teaches that influence is not always about words. It is about presence, observation, and consistent action. Even in simple moments like walking through the office or sitting in the cafeteria, Mason's ignoring behavior communicated a quiet dominance. Each ignored greeting, each avoided glance was a lesson in subtle power. Alex began to understand that those who ignore are often seeking to assert control over the situation, to test boundaries, or to see who adapts under pressure. He realized that responding with frustration only plays into the game. True power comes from staying grounded, letting your actions speak louder than words. Over time, Alex shifted his focus. Instead of demanding attention, he dedicated himself to mastering his work, showing competence quietly and consistently. Mason continued to ignore him, yet the lack of acknowledgement no longer diminished Alex. Instead, it strengthened his resolve. The psychology of ignoring had inadvertently given Alex the greatest lesson. Endurance, self-confidence, and patience are forms of power far stronger than attention. By the time evening came, Alex walked out of the office into the glowing city streets, footsteps steady, mind calm. Mason's ignoring had revealed more about him than about Alex. The unspoken message was clear. Those who ignore may attempt to control through silence, but those who remain resilient, observe, and act with integrity cultivate their own influence, their own power, and their own respect. And in that quiet strength lies the ultimate lesson of the psychology of ignoring people.